Gary over there in North Carolina. Now back here to Southwest Florida.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are wondering what the weather is going to be like this week. We've seen those sprinkling showers on and off. I know there was quite the actual lightning storm last night. I was watching the clouds. I was just sitting there for like hours just mesmerized.
Yeah, it came in at like, I don't know, 9, 10 o'clock in the evening there, and then right on through the show.
Right.
But yeah, it was a fun night to watch the lightning storms in the distance. But in terms of tonight, much quieter in terms of those conditions for you. We are looking at becoming more and more clear skies, staying warm in terms of those temperatures. I don't even think we hit that bottom out mark of 75 degrees until about daybreak, and that's right around 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And that by that point, the sun's up and you're already off to the races in terms of those temperatures. Tomorrow, I'm going 94 degrees. I don't think we're going to see quite as much of the storm coverage tomorrow, which means a little bit warmer temperatures. 94 degrees, LaBelle and Immokalee as well. Cape Coral 93 there in Punta Gorda, 92 down in Naples. Adding the humidity in, we are going to feel like those temperatures are into the upper 90s. Some of us flirting with triple digits at times. What will help us is those spotty showers still going to be there. But again, I don't expect that quite the storm coverage that we saw this afternoon. Let's take a look at Futurecast here. 2 o'clock, you're starting to see that bubbling up down into Collier County, mainly focused up along our coastal communities. We'll see that through about the 5 o'clock hour. I do expect, though, the possibility for some more redevelopment as we get in towards about 8 o'clock at night. So right as the sun sets, right through the Punta Gorda area, Cape Coral, Fort Myers. So we'll be watching that, though it does look like the strongest stuff will be moving well offshore as they get their act together into the evening hours. So it could be a light show, like Elise was referring to. Up along our beaches tomorrow night, you maybe sit there, just put a chair down and watch the thunderstorms over the ocean. But speaking of rain, though, even that the said of less storm coverage out there, we are still expecting anywhere from a quarter to maybe an inch worth of rain in some isolated locations. But in terms of storm coverage, I do expect to go back up to 70% chance on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But you notice another drop off as we get into Thursday. Why is that? We're going to be tracking some Saharan dust, a big plume moving across the area. This is Wednesday morning, 3 a.m. You're starting to see that moving through the Bahamas and then right over Florida as we get into Thursday, Friday, even into the possibility of Saturday before we start to see that plume go away. What does this do for us? Well, it lowers our rain chances because it brings in that drier air. It makes for some vibrant sunrises and sunsets, but it also suppresses our tropical development, and we're not expecting anything out there over the next 5 days. Everything's pretty quiet. Really, so far, the entire month of July, I do expect it to actually stay that way, even though we're already ahead in terms of our storm names. 3 names have gone through. Danielle would be the next one there, and normally we don't hit that until August 2nd. Last year, this time, though, we were already at 5-name storms. So we're running less than last year, but ahead of schedule in terms of the climatological average, but it's been quiet. So what's going on? Well, we're not seeing the amount of energy produced by these storms, produced by the last couple of years, not below average in terms of that. Usually we're at 8.7, we're only at 2.8. And last year we were at 13.2. So well below, about halfway of that average. How about named storm days? The number of days these storms are named. Remember, we've had 3 named storms, but they've only lasted a total of 3.25 days. Normally in the 30-year average, we're looking at 7.2 days. Last year, we had 14 days. That's why last year seemed so much busier already. We're just not seeing that this year so far, though I do expect things to start to pick up as we get into August, September, and October before things start to taper off, which is climatologically where we normally see stuff. So what's going to happen here over the next month? Well, things are going to start to shift more to that Cape Verde. It means coming off Africa, coming across the pond. So we'll have to start watching the long distance stuff there over the next couple weeks here. But in terms of local forecasts, it's just the general afternoon showers and storms picking up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then drying out again Thursday and Friday.